Some families are not aware that they could be receiving huge bills if they exceed the child benefit threshold. Simply put, if you are receiving child benefit, depending on your earnings, you are expected to pay some or all of the child benefit back. Okay, so this is something that most families are not aware of, and it could come as a shock to them when they get, the letter in their mailboxes asking them to make these payments. So I'm just going to tell you about it, how it works, the threshold, and everything about this particular issue. If this is something you're interested in, then stay right here with me till the end of the video. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jabaki. If this is the first time you're joining me on this channel, you are most welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, I so much appreciate you. Under current rules on child benefit, if you or your partner earn over £50,000, okay, per annum, then you fall under the high income child benefits charge and are expected to pay tax on the child benefit claimed. So this is not the combined income of, you and your partner, but then if just one person is earning above that amount, the 50K, then you are eligible to pay back some or even all of the child benefits, depending on how much you are earning beyond the £50,000 per year. It's your responsibility to alert the HMRC when your circumstances change. If a couple of years ago you were earning less than £50,000 per year, and currently things have changed, you are earning much more than that, and you are ending, beyond the £50,000 per annum, then you would have to tell the HMRC about it so that the right sort of processes will be put in place for you to make any payments that you have to make since you've hit that threshold. You may need to pay this charge if you and your partner have individual income of over £50,000 per year, and either you or your partner are receiving child benefit or someone else. This is where it gets tricky, okay? Someone else is receiving child payments for a child who lives with you, and that person also takes care of the child who is living with you some way, somehow, if that's the arrangements that you have in place, where you have a child living with you and someone else is paying at least half of the upkeep for the child, and the person is the one receiving the child benefit. You, the one that the child is living with, would have to pay that high income benefits charge if you meet that threshold. So it doesn't matter if the child living with you is your child or not. As far as these conditions are met, you would have to pay the charge when you hit that threshold. So income in this case is your adjusted net income, which is your taxable income before any allowances. And it also includes interest that you get on any savings as well as dividends, okay? One thing to note, however, is that when you hit the £50,000 threshold and you are earning beyond that, you would be paying different amounts till you hit £60,000, where you would have to pay back totally everything, okay? So if you're earning, let's say, £55,000, you're earning £57,000, £58,000, there is a different amount that you would be paying back up until you get to £60,000, where you pay everything back. So you can know the exact amount you have to pay back by using the child benefits calculator on the government's website. When you go there, you just key in your information, your income, and other information that will be needed to work out the exact amount that you would have to pay back. So you can check that out. I'll leave the link in the description box. And if you and your partner each have an adjusted net income above £50,000, then the person who is earning the most would pay the charge. Okay, so for instance, if let's say you are earning £52,000, okay, as your adjusted net income, and your husband is earning £55,000 as his adjusted net income, then he is the one who will have to pay the child benefit tax. So at this point, you have two options: to either continue receiving the child benefit and pay the tax, or you can decide to stop payments. So it's a decision that you have to make, especially if you are earning 60,000, pounds per year as your adjusted net income, or beyond that, where you would have to pay everything back. You may decide that, well, you might as well, stop receiving payments since you're going to pay everything back. On the other hand, if you have not hit the 60,000 yet, and you are earning between 50,000 and 60,000, and you feel you still would want to take the payments, then you would take it, but then you will pay back the amount due. So this is something that you must bear in mind and work out. It is your responsibility to let HMRC know. The good bit is that you can always restart the child benefit. If your circumstances change or you change your mind, you can decide to go in for it and pay any taxes that may be on it if you are still hitting the threshold. So that is the good bit about it. I hope this information has been helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves and keep safe. And it's bye for now.